Welcome back, guys. So today we've got some sad news. EmuParadise is no more. EmuParadise is one of the biggest, most well-known emulation ROM websites in the world. It was, for me, one of the biggest. It was one of the only ones I really knew about. I mean, or have been to anyway. Most of the others I never really bothered with because EmuParadise just, you could go there, do your business, do what you had to do, and not worry about downloading viruses and all sorts of weird stuff. It was just such a comprehensive website, very easy to use, user-friendly. Say what you will. You can be against this stuff, you can be for it. It's I don't judge either way. I understand both sides of the arguments with it, but today EmuParadise is making a change. Are they disappearing completely? No. What they're actually doing is reinventing themselves. I'm not going to read this whole article that EmuParadise posted, but essentially what it's saying, EmuParadise is changing due to all the craziness that's going on out there. ROM sites being targeted, which is nothing new really, but with the lawsuits and just kind of the heat of the moment, all the attention being on that kind of stuff at this time with these websites that are distributing games and other companies' intellectual properties. They're out. They don't want to risk themselves, the people who work with them, being in any kind of crazy trouble. So they've removed ROMs. They're going to be changing the website to something else. They'll have some news to share pretty soon. They still have up their emulator database, the community, and everything else along with that, just not the ROMs. So that's where we're at right now. They do say thank you for supporting us through this journey. We could not have done so much without you visiting us, telling your friends about us, uploading the screenshots and descriptions, telling us something was wrong, letting us know when we messed up, and more. Thank you for being part of our community, encouraging us through all these years. So it was a very community-driven website for this, and a lot of people are definitely upset. A lot of people are yelling at Nintendo, saying this is Nintendo's fault. Most of you guys who've watched my channel know how I view this stuff. I'm all for preserving history, and a lot of times if these games aren't getting dumped out there, they're lost forever. There's a lot of games that will never be revisited, never be re-released, and nobody will know about them, years to come, that kind of thing. Cartridges, disc-based games, they don't last forever. They won't last forever. With these certain games and whatnot, you can really dig into the legalities of making backups and all that. Most of these companies, Nintendo included, they do have a section on their website talking about the legalities of ROMs, emulators, and things like that. Sometimes it seems a little, a little stretched with some of the stuff they talk about, but definitely with intellectual property, these companies have every right to defend and, keep what's rightfully theirs and stop people from, hosting these websites. For good or bad, whichever way you look at it, these companies do have the right to do so. With copyright laws and things like that, video games have only been around for, not very many decades here. It's not been very long at all that video games have been out there. So, copyright on these things is not expired. So it's just the way it is. But a lot of these companies, they do forget about or don't bother with a lot of these franchises with re-releasing or backwards compatibilities and stuff like that. And like I said, definitely you can, buy old cartridges, buy old, disc-based games, and enjoy them on the original hardware if that's what you choose to do. And a lot of us do that, myself included. But like I said, there is going to be a time when these cartridges, when these discs just stop working. And, maybe not soon, but eventually they will. So it's unfortunate to see these kind of things go down. It doesn't shock me. It doesn't surprise me. EmuParadise did get a cease and desist like about a year ago from Nintendo, and they removed all their first-party stuff. So this is not anything really new with Nintendo going after any of these companies or any of these websites anyway. I think EmuParadise is just kind of seeing it's definitely time for them to change and do something else. They're going to stay a retro gaming, website, but we'll have to see what else they do. And, I'll still visit the site. A lot of people are just saying, hey, if there's no games, then I'm not bothering. But I'm curious to see what EmuParadise does. Of course, these games are still going to be out there one way or another, but to me, EmuParadise is one of the biggest people out there because they're, it was a clean website. It just worked. It was, you didn't have to worry about downloading viruses and weird crap, There wasn't pornography all over the website. I've seen other sites where it's like, what the heck is going on here? This one was pretty nice, so it's sad to see them go, but I hope the best for them and their team. I think it might be kind of cool what they come up with, if this stays a website that continues to exist. EmuParadise, talking about emulation, retro gaming. It could be a go-to site for, news and just special things. So kind of curious to see what they do with that. So just wanted to share this with you guys. Just go to EmuParadise website if you want to read this article and its, completion here. I pretty much summed it up for the most part. They just, they want to stay out of trouble and it's time to make a change. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Share your comments down below. Really do appreciate it. Smash that like button. Follow me on Twitter. Do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying. And with that said, guys, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. And boom.